Hey guys, Tonster back with another Ace Tanker. Today we're in the SU-130 PM and we are on the map Siegfried Line. Just wanted to show you what my setup is now. I have a gun rammer, I have optics, and a rotational mechanism, and I'm running food, and that gives me above that 445 meter view range, that magic number. So let's go ahead and get started. We are 10.8 seconds for reload, which is actually quite good because you got to fall back for about 10 seconds anyway. And we're going to faff about a little bit here. But I end up finding a position I'm happy with. I decided that I was going to try and play as a true tank destroyer and not necessarily always spot for myself. And this is the game that I was able to turn in. So, I'm trying to find a bush. There's a bush that you can look down this lane here, and I just cannot seem to find it. So, we're going to go ahead and back off and make another decision eventually, because as you see, there's nothing covering the zero line at all. And so we want to make a decision to do something about that. So. But right now we're just trying to figure out where we can get shots. Imagine if I was actually shooting at stuff this early, what my score could have been. But that's just me in the SU-130 PM. I'm just not a real TD player. I never really have been. So I know where they sit oftentimes, but I don't know exactly the positioning. So we're going to try and get in the back line here and make sure that we are able to shoot anything that comes up. And we're just trying to find position here, and we're not having very much success in doing that. Now this thing has like 25% camo on the move. So, and I want to say it's like 42 or 45 stationary. It's crazy. So at any rate, we're just knocking down some bushes and just trying to get an eyeball on stuff, and we're able to get a shot on this perching maybe. And I wait until he rounds the corner and I do not get spotted, just because of the way he pulled out. So we're thinking we might not stay here because this location you have to really poke up pretty far. So I'm trying to find a spot, and I finally decide on this spot. You guys probably that play TDs might have a better location than I do. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out here as we go. So let's see if we're happy with this spot. I'm sorry, it's a long game, so I don't have a whole lot to fill the void per se, but again, we're just sitting in the back looking for opportunities. So I'm probably more active than most TV players, I guess. I don't know. But I wanted to catch where the the bushes are covering me from all sides, and you'll see that I end up backing up here a little bit, and because I don't necessarily want to be spotted when I fire. So again, we're able to take a nice shot on that Panther too. So this spot has a pretty good view of the zero line and also the middle. And so we're just trying, and also basically if they poke out and they get spotted by our guys, then I'm able to take them out. So the only thing is we're on the left side here. Let's see, I can maybe make this map bigger. On this side here, I can't really see, and likelihood of them poking out is pretty good there. So we are again just trying to figure out where we can get shots, and we're able to get a nice shot on the Indian Panzer. So I think I'm not passive enough in my TDs with big guns, you know? And so we're going to go ahead and back up here, and we get a nice ammo rack. That's, I think, the only, quote, ammo rack free damage that we get all game. But it's a nice bonus. Another shot of damage for free, basically. So again, if UTD players are probably thinking, what on earth are you doing? You're moving back and forth and all over the map and everything else. And but what I'm trying to do is get eyes on this Pershing. See if we can see him. So, but I see the IS-3 is pushing, and so we're able to get a nice shot on that Pershing. It just shows you, like, taking certain positions when there are big guns involved is a really bad idea. Because in a medium, you're never going to bounce this gun. So it's got 246 pin, and I don't know if there's probably some places on the turret that Pershing could bounce, but other than that, I don't know where else you're going to bounce. Now, our ELC, I don't know why he's decided to go in that position. I think that's a poor choice for him, but nevertheless, we're going to go ahead and try and work our way around and get shots either on this Pershing or something else that pushes out. So I don't think I get any blind damage at all, which is unfortunate. I was kind of hoping that I would get some blind damage. I do believe that I bounced that guy. And the reason is because he's going to blind fire me here in a second, I think. Or in a little bit. So this is a very common bush to sit in, and this is where I used to sit often, because you can get shots on guys that are pushing over in this area here. But we're kind of getting impatient, as I'm wont to do, and we're going to push up a little bit and see what we can see. And also, we've got this light tank, and I would like to take advantage of him maybe spotting some stuff. But nevertheless, he does not take any damage running backwards. So to me, it tells me that there's nothing in the back really, except now there is. There's an LHMTV that decided he was going to push back. So herein lies the problem. I'm giving up HP for free, right? I don't really need to give up HP here. And my team gets a little too aggressive, and that's going to end up costing us a little bit. And then the blind fire and this and that and the other, and pretty soon we don't have a lot of hit points because you only start out with 1100. So we're able to hit the LHMTV and unspotted, which is awesome. I think he's going to show back up if I remember right. But our job is not to be on the front line, and I always forget that in these TDs. So maybe I'm not a very good TD player because of it, but regardless, I think here's where I get blind fired. So, and maybe knocking over that post, I think, is the reason. So we're not lit, and we're going to relocate now. So suddenly we have 500 HP, which is not a lot. There's a lot of tanks that do more than that with these double guns Willings, and a lot of tanks out there. SU-130 PM could probably high roll me or load HE for me, so we're going to go ahead and be a little bit more safe. So one of the things is I'm kind of using my team as bait, which I don't usually like to do, but it is much more effective if you want to be a TD player. So it's kind of what we're doing. Trying to see if we can get shots, and it's like I said, it's a long game. We're already 10 minutes in. Why don't you guys tell me your favorite TDs? One other thing that I've been meaning to mention at the beginning of replays is that if you've got a replay that you feel good about, why don't you send it in and I will try and put it up for you guys. There's the Saladin, and we hit him. Armor not hit. That thing has no armor, so I don't know. And I keep assuming that he is, and we miss, that he is going to blind fire my bush here. But hopefully, I mean, it's kind of bananas that he's alive. And I mean, I've shot at him twice, and now this will be a third shot here. So, and finally the third shot is the charm. So this thing doesn't have excellent shell velocity. That's one thing about it. It's got 1156, which isn't terrible. And the heat rounds are, I guess they're the same. So, what's HE? 1043. So I guess it's not terrible. It's just, you know, you're shooting at long range a lot, so it feels slow, I guess. You know, it's a half a second to get there if you're at near maximum range. So again, we're just trying to move into positions that we can get shots. And now we just took another couple hundred damage. And so, I don't know that LHMTV, we put a hit on him. And suddenly, we are out of health. We need to hide. And I believe that we're deflated right now. But what we don't want to do is pop over that ridge and get shot again. We're loading our first gold of the game. There is a Zwilling here, and we're able to hit him on a sliver. So it's not as if the thing's totally inaccurate. It's just sometimes it'll troll you. But, you know, if you're sitting in the back and you're just waiting to shoot stuff, generally it's okay. So, I don't know what happened to that shot either. Unless he went behind a building, but I really don't think he did. And we're able to pick up another couple hundred damage. We're up to 5,500 damage. It doesn't seem like it, but I mean, it stacks so fast with 520 alpha. So now there's just two of us left, and one is the AMX-30. He has been in that field, sitting in that field for the entire game. So I don't expect a whole lot of help from him. We'll see. As we're going back to our bush. And see if we can get a shot. Now this guy, we're able to hit his hull. And able to put a nice shot into him. And so that's 6,000. So I should have probably spent more time aiming because I shoot his side with heat, and that is the end of our game. So that's rough. 6,000 damage on a loss. So we can get rid of that. We know he's going to pen me, right? And so that we end up losing this game, unfortunately. But we do end up completing a mission for 3,500 damage on enemy vehicles that are moving. So let's go ahead and look at the after action. This one's been a long one. I guess I should have thought of some things to blather on about while this thing played, but at any rate, we did get an ace tanker on a loss, and we got a high caliber as well for our 6,074 damage. 876 base XP, so I don't know if base XP equates. At any rate, we were top of the team. Zwilling did pretty good with 3,900 damage as well. Detailed report, 17 shots, 14 hits, 12 pens. you know, you're firing this thing at long range a lot of times, and so it's gonna miss some. 6,074 damage and also 663 assist. 101,000 credits with no boosters going, courageous resistance. So, and 2,249 XP for our crew. So, well, I appreciate you guys if you stuck with me till the end. Hope to catch you guys next time. Tonester out.